44-year-old Stephen Farrelly is an Irish professional wrestler and actor, currently signed to WWE. Performs on the SmackDown brand under the ring name Sheamus. Before joining WWE, he wrestled on the European independent circuit. So stay tuned and don't go away, because we're revealing the reason for Sheamus missing in-ring action during part of the WWE's UK tour. First up, why did Sheamus only compete in half of the WWE's UK tour shows? You're about to find out. Former WWE Champion Sheamus is one of the WWE's must-see stars when the WWE goes on its live event European tour. The Irish superstar competed during the tour this past weekend, but was noticeably absent for half the shows. This caused some fans to become concerned, and they wondered if Sheamus was injured during the Thursday or Friday home shows. However, fans can rest assured knowing that Sheamus wasn't absent due to an injury, and that the WWE made the decision because they wanted to allow the wrestler Butch, formerly known as Pete Dunne, to have more ring time. Butch, one of the WWE's rising stars, challenged the WWE Intercontinental Champion against Ricochet on all 4 European tour dates. Wrestler Sami Zayn joined in to make it a 3-way match at the London and Paris live events. Most recently, Butch, his mentor Sheamus, and ally Ridge Holland competed live on TV during the April 22nd edition of WWE SmackDown. Butch lost to Xavier Woods of the New Day that night, but Sheamus was victorious over Kofi Kingston of the New Day on the April 22nd taping of WWE SmackDown. Fans criticized the WWE's change of direction for Pete Dunne when they switched up his gimmick and named him Butch after he joined the main roster. Dunne, though, understands that the WWE is only making the change in direction for television, and he doesn't care about the name change because he's only focused on one thing: success. Next up, is the Nature Boy really stepping back into the ring? Let's find out. You might be thinking that Nature Boy Ric Flair is sitting comfortably in some retirement home playing checkers, but that is certainly not the case. The 73-year-old wrestler has been pounding back cans of Ensure, and apparently he's now ready to open a can of whoop ass in the wrestling ring. Flair is slated for a final pro wrestling match and has won championships in WWE, NWA, WCW, and other promotions. It's unclear who the Nature Boy will face off against, but hopefully he's got a fresh supply of Ben Gay on hand. Flair took to Instagram and said, "I will prove once again that to be the man, you've got to beat the man." Fans of Flair's are obviously very happy to see him back in action again, and the event is being called Ric Flair's Last Match. If you want to get in on the hip-breaking action, it'll be streamed live on Fight TV. Flair is famously known for his woo shouting and his wild knife-edge chops. Flair is proud to be known as the dirtiest player in the game. The last time Flair wrestled in WWE was at WrestleMania 24 back in 2008, and it was against Shawn Michaels. Flair lost the match, but he received a standing ovation from the crowd. To this day, the bout is considered to be one of the greatest ever matches in wrestling history. Up next, what's new with former WWE star Jim Hacksaw Duggan? Let's take a look. Recently famed WWE star Jim Duggan, aka Hacksaw, has been engaged in a personal battle with cancer. This is the second time that cancer has crept into the 68-year-old WWE Hall of Famer's life. Now, Duggan is restarting the treatment to fight the cancer this week and will undergo radiotherapy on Tuesday, May 17th. The treatment is supposed to last 8 weeks, and in the meantime, Duggan is doing everything he can to stay positive and is grateful for the love and support that he's received from family, friends, and his dedicated fans. Duggan's wife, Deborah, is his biggest supporter though, and is always at his side caring for him. Duggan posted to his fans on social media and said, "I hope you've enjoyed the pictures and videos of our travels. We've been having a great time, but reality is here, and I'm afraid I have some bad news." Duggan further explained to fans that his cancer treatment is not over, despite the removal of his prostate in October of 2021. Despite his health-related setbacks, Duggan said, "The doctors are very optimistic that they caught it early, but still, it's a very terrifying time for me and my family." Duggan posted numerous videos and photos of him and Deborah traveling around the United States because Duggan insists on living life to the fullest. Duggan made his WWE debut in 1987. The WWE was known as the World Wrestling Federation, or WWF. He won the first ever Royal Rumble in 1988 and moved to World Championship Wrestling, WCW, in 1993. Despite his scary persona in the ring, in real life, Duggan has a really kind heart, and we'd like to wish him and his family the best as they navigate through Jim's most difficult battle yet. Stay tuned and don't go away, because because we're bringing you the latest WWE news. Be sure to watch until the end of the video, because we're going to reveal which female WWE superstar is getting married. Next up, has the WWE confirmed the new title match for NXT in your house? You're about to find out. The WWE has indeed confirmed the new title match for NXT in your house. NXT in your house is set to take place on Saturday, June 4th, 2022, and not one, but two title matches are officially locked in for the show. The WWE has announced that the Pretty Deadly team, Kit Wilson and Elton Prince, will defend their NXT tag team titles against the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus Creed. If you recall, Pretty Deadly won the titles last month shortly after Nash Carter was fired by WWE and MSK was stripped of the gold. The Creed brothers are furious, and they've been wanting revenge on Pretty Deadly ever since the brutal parking lot attack in March at Roadblock. Julius and Brutus Creed were victorious in their fight against the Viking Raiders at Spring Break-In in early May, and Roderick Strong was involved in the finish, so a rematch with Eric and Ivar is set for this Tuesday night, and it's sure to be an explosive match. The Creed brothers don't just hate Pretty Deadly, they hate everyone, especially the Viking Raiders. But wait, we're not done. There's more action-packed wrestling coming your way on the In Your House card. North American Wrestling Champion Cameron Grimes is putting his gold on the line against Carmelo Hayes. If you want to catch NXT in your house live, you can stream it on Peacock on June 4th, 2022. Up next, what are some of the latest WWE rumors? Let's take a look. If there's one thing that wrestling fans absolutely love to do, it's speculate and spread rumors about pro wrestling. For many fans, it's almost like a hobby. We're about to show you some of the latest rumors trending among wrestling fans. And of course, it's important to remember that rumors are, well, rumors. In other words, nothing we're about to say has been officially confirmed. However, they're certainly interesting nonetheless. The first is about Roman Reigns' new contract with WWE. Reigns is going to continue with the WWE full-time, but won't be doing smaller house shows and could be taking off some time once in a while. There's also a rumor circulating that there are formal contract talks taking place between MJF and AEW. The third rumor is that there have been pitches made in WWE to overhaul Madcap Moss's presentation, including removing his comedy elements, giving him new ring gear and new entrance music. The fourth rumor is that WWE is once again talking about splitting Rey and Dominic Mysterio. The final rumor is that Hikaru Shida knew she'd be pulled from the Owen Hart Foundation tournament before the announcement on Rampage and her subsequent tweets. Finally, which female WWE star is getting married? Charlotte Flair and Andrade El Idolo are getting married on Memorial Day weekend later this month. Flair and Andrade started dating back in February of 2019 when they were both with WWE, and on January 1st, 2020, they announced that they were engaged. Charlotte is the daughter of WWE Hall of Famer Ric Flair, and she signed a contract with the WWE in 2012. Since then, she's become one of the most accomplished female wrestlers of all time, with an army of fans. Known as the Queen, Charlotte is a 6-time women's champion in the Raw division, a 6-time SmackDown champ, a 2-time NXT champ, a 1-time Divas champ, and a 1-time WWE Women's Tag Team champ. All those accomplishments make Charlotte one of the most decorated female wrestlers in WWE history. Her fiancé, Andrade, hails from Mexico, became a famous wrestler in Mexico and Japan prior to signing a contract with the WWE in 2015. Andrade was moved to the main roster in 2018 and held the United States Championship title once, but asked for his release in March of 2021, and his request was ultimately granted. In June of 2021, Andrade signed with AEW and currently wrestles under the moniker Andrade El Idolo. Charlotte dropped the SmackDown Women's Championship to Ronda Rousey in an I Quit match at WrestleMania Backlash last weekend, and it was later announced by WWE that she suffered a fractured radius in her arm, but some suspect that that's merely a rumor, that the WWE is giving Charlotte some time off to prepare for her big day. We'd like to wish Charlotte and Andrade the best of luck on their special day. That's a wrap for today's video, fight fans. Thank you for watching.